Hi guys, in this specific discussion we're going to look at the reflex arc, and I hope that this illustration that I've given in the board for or this particular display for illustration purpose that I've given on the board is going to play a vital role in assisting us understand this aspect of reflex arc. Now the reflex arcs consist of various components, and as we're going to see later, these ones of course are going to go in the specific sequence, and I've just given this specific display which is going to give an elaborate pathway. So we have this specific section for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And of course, these are going to constitute just the different components that I've listed, which constitute of receptors, afferent pathway, which are sensory neurons, which are labeled in blue. And then we are going to have what we refer to as interneurons, which we said are going to connect between these afferent pathways and, of course, efferent pathways, as we mentioned. Now, the afferent pathways are going to consist of a motor neuron. So therefore, there's going to be the sensory neuron, the motor neuron, and the interneuron, which are the three specific types of neurons that we had mentioned in our discussion on different types of a neuron. And then lastly, we're going to have the effector, which is going to be a muscle or the effector organ, which is going to create a response due to that specific stimulus. So therefore, from this specific case, we're going to look at it in this specific way so that it can be able to assist us, or it can assist us understand this specific concept of a reflex arc. So this reflex arc takes place in the peripheral nervous system and the central nervous system. And in this particular case, then therefore, we're going to see that in this, the sensory receptor skin, we're going to have a stimulus, which is, of course, a hot part of this specific section. So therefore, the skin is going to receive this stimulus. And of course, this blue part that we're seeing as afferent pathway is going to conduct this specific impulse from this section. And of course, it's going to be sent into the central nervous system, which is, of course, the brain situated at this specific part. Now, in the brain, we're going to see that the interneuron, which is going to connect between this afferent and efferent pathways, is going to be initiated, and then it's going to, of course, provide the synapses, which are, of course, going to conduct this impulse towards the afferent pathway, as we're going to see later, labeled in red. And this afferent pathway is going to, which basically is a motor neuron, is going to be, of course, providing or conducting the impulse from the central nervous system to the effector organ, which, of course, we are going to see some muscle fiber, which are going to react. Or in some cases, we're going to see that this is going to send information to what we call the responsible glands, which are either going to be involved in secretion of products like hormones in order to initiate a response. So in this case, for this one, the stimulus was just initiated, or this particular stimulus that initiated the response or the receptor skin to send a message to the brain. And of course, this message has been received by the effector organ, and the response is the hand will be withdrawn from the hot surface given as such. So this is how we can be able to just give an illustration of a reflex arc. And as we are going to see later, we can be able to give this one in terms of a knee jerk and other examples, as we are going to see later. So catch us in our next video, and kindly subscribe to our channel so that we can be following some discussions on various topics in mathematics, chemistry, physics, and biology, and other related topics. So that is it for now, guys. By God bless you. Catch us in our next video.